So today I wanted to discuss two decks that I seen and had 5 O's in the dump. And I think both decks are kind of sweet. So, no further ado, let's get into these decks. Hello, it's your host KebbieG. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, also the bell notifications. Don't forget to check out the sweet stuff that's down in the description down below. So first on our list is a blue, red, green. So teamer, Storm Herald list. And it kind of shocks me that this has actually got a 5-0, but it's definitely intriguing. It's interesting. It's something that's not normally getting into the dumps. So you should maybe this is a sweet deck for you to try it. So Secret Keeper definitely helps fill the yard for Storm Herald as well as Ledger Shredder. Also, it's a pretty decent backup attacker if they have Graveyard Hate. And we have Gaze Traverse, which we have a decent opportunity to have Delirium online, right? Because we have a 16, 14, 12, and 19. That seems pretty diverse. So Traverse should be able to get online quite often, and we have plenty of ways to help set this up. And also, I like it because when you do try to get Delirium, it would be before you get all your enchantments back, your auras. So, and most likely this is just basically your extra copies of Storm Herald, which is kind of cool. Like we have 19 land, which is pretty solid. It's kind of low, but the deck probably doesn't need that many lands, so keep that in mind. And plus, Traverse technically helps dig for a land if we really need it. So I guess it technically runs more than that. But we have an extra Boseiju for artifact and enchantment removal appears. We have Pithing Needle, pretty solid in the current meta. Volley is one of the best cards right now. Silent Gravestone, that I was not expecting. I guess it makes sense because you technically can't play mutual Graveyard Hate because we want graveyards. And I guess it's still technically get all yards, but you really don't want it to. So I am kind of curious to see actually how this card plays out. I do like the fact that probably that it can't stop targeting creatures. Cards in graveyards can't be the target of spells or abilities. Any number. Yeah, so it gets around it. Bell Pierce, pretty solid. Swan Song. Have not really seen this card in Pioneer. Kind of interesting. Nice little sideboard tech. Liberator, pretty sweet. Provoker. Mystical Disputes for the control matchup. So this deck is kind of cool. The link will be in the description below. I will link both 5-0 dump decks in the description. So hopefully you guys, this intrigues you and you guys want to pick these two lists up. So knock that one out. Let's get into the next one. So it looks like Lore Master from the last set is starting to see play. In Mono Blue Devotion, Thassa's Oracle, Brazen Borrower, Gadwick. We have Glasspool Mimic, so Teluz. Yeah, Master Waves, Defiler of Dreams, Prototype. So like this deck is pretty sweet. We have Leyline of Anticipation. Green Devotion doesn't have a Leyline, so that's kind of cool. But all the Storm Giants, alternative way to win the game. I love the fact that we're able to utilize this. I mean, it also helps that use double blue. So against discard decks, we have Over. We have a couple Mystical Disputes. Clearly, we have enough wizards in this list. That's a wizard. 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 So that, yeah, Mystical Disputes for more control hate. Karn Silax. We don't actually run Karn, the Great Creator, but it is one of the few options that Blue would have access to for a sweeper. Runestone for the Greasefang matchup. Ether Gust for mono green. Seems pretty reasonable. It also hates on red a little bit, but red is less of an issue. It doesn't get everything in the Gruul vehicles, right? Because, I mean, some of the vehicles, decent amount of the vehicles are not colored, like Big Boat. You can't get it with that, but you can get a lot of other options in that deck to slow them down with Ether Gust, so it still can help bridge it. And I am kind of intrigued to see how that actually pans out, because you basically are bringing these in and decreasing your devotion abilities. Against control, I like the fact that we have Hermit plus disputes. So that really should push that over the top. Brazen Borrower, I like it in this list. Double blue. It also helps interact with Greasefang in game 1. So, and then of course game 2 will have Runestones in addition. So this deck also, like I said, will be in the description. I think both of these lists are really cool, really interesting, and definitely try picking them up. I mean, they're not, tier 1 or tier 2 by any means, but they are 2 decks that I think are interesting and worth the consideration to test them. So if there's anything else you guys would like to see content wise, like this video and the previous videos I've done where I covered rogue decks basically, let me know down in the comments if you like seeing this kind of content. You guys want me to continue covering dumps like this? Like if there's a deck that sparks my interest and I think you guys would, kind of like to see, let me know if that is something you guys want to continue to see. Until next time, hope you guys have a great rest of your day.